So Markiplier just responded to the stupidest controversy that he's been a part of. People on Twitter started spreading misinformation about Markiplier using AI in his content and supporting AI even though he really doesn't. Markiplier supports the good things AI can do like in technology and science, but he doesn't support the bad things AI can do like generating thumbnails or art. People saw him use ChatGPT in a video and immediately thought he supports AI.
So the thing about that is in computers, data centers need water. Do you know why?
Cooling?
Yes, cooling. So that's what they're doing. That's what they mean when it's taking the water.
Who takes more water? Okay? ChatGPT or almonds?
Let's ask ChatGPT. Hey, what would consume more water? The data centers that power you and your ability to answer my questions, or almond growing in all of California?
All almond farming in California uses significantly more water than data centers. Almonds require around a gallon of water per almond, which adds up to billions of gallons annually. Data centers also consume water, especially for cooling, but the volume is much smaller compared to large-scale agriculture.
You're not just saying that because you're ChatGPT and you wouldn't want to be accused of stealing too much water, are you?
Nope.
People on Twitter and TikTok were using this video like it was evidence that Markiplier supports AI even though he's just asking ChatGPT some questions, but after this video they assumed he was using AI in thumbnails, videos, and everything. Now Markiplier responded twice to this situation, first on TikTok where he said he was gonna make a live stream kind of talking about this entire drama.
I had to re-download TikTok for this. I hope you understand how many hours are going to be wasted now that it's on my phone again. But I wanted to do it because I wanted to talk. And I am always happy to talk. I am always happy to talk, which is why I'm going to talk about this on a live stream where I'm going to address each and every one of your concerns. I'm going to talk about it, and by the end of it, you're going to realize that we're on the same side. Or if you're watching this in the future, maybe I got my ass handed to me and I was kicked from here right off of YouTube forever and ever and ever. But I don't think that's going to be a case because I have receipts. I have every Photoshop file for every thumbnail I've ever made. And you will see that I don't use Photoshop correctly, and it'll make people that actually know Photoshop cringe a lot. But I have it, because I have nothing to hide. And also, I've been really itching for a fight. You think I swam through 80,000 gallons of blood just to take a shortcut with AI? I got it in my eye. I almost went blind. Also, I know the environmental impacts. That's why I'm not on Twitter.
Honestly, I feel like this response alone was good enough. He kind of responded to everything and also said that his opinion of AI is pretty agreeable. He said that he's on the same side with everyone and also said that he never used any AI for any thumbnails. But I guess he goes more in depth with his response on the live stream. The video is like an hour long, so I can't cover everything. If I did cover everything, this video would be like 3 hours long, so I'm gonna cover the more important parts.
That I was the first fucking person to be sounding the goddamn alarm that it was bad. I was the first fucking person to say this is honey all over again. This is fucking honey all over again.
If you don't understand what he's talking about regarding honey, he was one of the first people to talk about how bad honey is. Honey was basically scamming not only the people using it, but also the people they were sponsoring and just stealing money from everyone.
I was trying to warn Bob and Wade way the fuck back in time. The danger of it, how it was going to be a problem. This was like way back in like 2022, okay? This was, I mean, not that way back, let's be honest. It's not that way back. But let's be perfectly fucking honest. I was telling them that there was going to be a time when someone could punch in a prompt into a AI and it was going to be able to generate an entire podcast of us.
You know the crazy part? He's not even wrong. At this point, AI can basically do that. You can generate voices and also generate fake videos, and it's only gonna get worse because the technology is only gonna get better.
Now, I'm not saying I'm unfamiliar with it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not denying the me talking about it. But what people seem to miss the context of, because it always comes down to that, is the context of is the vast majority, especially, and I will say, I can't promise at any point I was not excited about it, because as a technological development, there is a reason for some people to be excited about this. And it's not for the reasons that you might think. I'm not shouting that, yes, it's great that it takes up so much power. No, there are serious medical advances and there are serious legitimate uses to this technology and the research that is being done to it.
He's not wrong. There's a lot of good things AI can do, but there's also a ton of bad things it can do. Just like most things, the negative or the bad things about something is usually a lot louder than the good things. That's not to say the bad things people talk about AI aren't really bad, because they are seriously really bad. AI can potentially ruin someone's life with the fake videos, the fake audio. Like, it's not good.
One of the things that people, if you've been listening to Distractable and watching about it, especially the past like 6 months straight, anytime that I do talk about it, it's to talk about the dangers of it, or how scary it is, or how bad it is, or how it's misunderstood. And that's not misunderstood to be like, oh, this is such a good thing, you just need to get used to it. No, if people have actually been listening to what I was talking about, and I get it, that what happens is, and I was talking to some people about this, is oftentimes when there's a question about it, I talk about it first because I know more about it. I don't know everything about it, but I do know enough about it to know that it's not what the majority of the population thinks it is. And by knowing about it, people assume that I'm using it all the time and in my content and everything like that. That's not the case, but I know about it, right? Because I want to learn more about it, because I know that there probably is a better way about it, right? Okay.
It's still crazy to me that people started hating him for no real reason. Like, seriously, there was no evidence that he used AI in any way, shape, or form in his content. He just used it in general and just knew a lot more about AI than your normal person.
That's what I started this at, is like, we're on the same side. We're absolutely on the same side. And there's a side here that is for the betterment of this in the first place. So I personally am doing nothing besides paying for the foundation. That is the only thing that I'm doing in this, the only thing I've been doing. But it's something that I've talked about because it's important to understand. To fight something, you have to understand what you're fighting, right? You have to. It's something that I don't even fully understand. But if you want to change something, you have to understand it. You have to try to understand.
What he's saying is like the objective truth. There's a lot of good things AI can do and also a lot of bad things it can do. Markiplier also talks about YouTube's AI usage for the new age verification that they're going to be doing. Basically, YouTube is going to be using AI to determine your age. So even if you set your account age to be like an adult age, it's not going to matter.
Want the AI age verification update? Oh, I've heard about that. The thing where you have to not only move your face around, but open your mouth. I think that's bizarre. That is truly bizarre to me.
This is such a stupid idea for YouTube to do. Like, imagine if you're an adult and you're watching kid-friendly videos like anime, some video games. Like, how is YouTube gonna know you're above the age of 18? It's gonna assume you're a minor. It's honestly so dumb, but let me know what you guys think about it and the Markiplier situation. Peace out.